Good afternoon, my dear student. Today I am going to teach in class 7, topic lesson 8, count, traders and craftsmen. Student, before this video you have already learned and again you revision this video. Here the condition of 14th century, the Muslims were rulers and ruled in 14th century. After this rule, the student, the kingdom of Vijayanagar was established, founded by two brothers, Harihan and Gupta. You will also learn in this video, and then you also learn before this video the Krishna Rai. Krishna Rai. Krishna. Krishna Dev Raya. Krishna Dev Raya. Student, this ruler is very famous in the South India. The kingdom of Vijayanagar was ruled over by the dynasties Sangam, Salva and Talva. The kingdom of Vijayanagar was ruled by three dynasties. Three dynasties. First, Sangam. Second, Saluba. And third, Kaluga. Student, Krishna Rai had ruled over three dynasties. First, the Sangam dynasty. Second, Salva dynasty. And third, Padova dynasty. Here, dynasties having 16 rulers, having 16 rulers, 16 rulers. The Talwa dynasty produced one of the most famous South Indian rulers. And Talwa dynasty most famous most famous dynasty and most famous ruler in South India. In South India. India, where the Krishna Rai, he was Krishna Rai, ruler Krishna Rai, Krishna Rai, Krishna Rai. He ruled from 1509 to 1529 AD. Student, this Krishna Raya ruler was ruled over this kingdom. He was the most important ruler. Krishna Raya was the greatest ruler of Vijayanagar. The most important ruler, Krishna Dev Raya, was greatest ruler of Vijayanagar. He dealt with the Brahmi rulers in a very firm manner. At that time, Brahmi kingdom had was 5 states. Brahmi kingdom had broken into 5 different states. He often led his army himself. 1512 AD, he conquered Rajachar fort without such difficulties. He also defeated the king of Bijapur and Orissa. He was a good administration under the Vijayanagar rulers. In the kingdom of Vijayanagar, the king was all powerful and in civil, military and judicial matters. The king maintained the splendid court which was attended by the nobles, priests, men of learning, astrologers, and magicians. The kingdom was ruled by the some wise men, intelligent persons who has come in the court of Vijayanagar, and he ruled the kingdom in various suggestions of the priests, the learned men, the important persons. The empire was divided in kingdoms. The whole empire was divided in kingdom. Kingdom means district. The whole kingdom divided in kingdom. It means district. D-I-S-T-R-I-C-T-S. Districts and tehsil. Districts and tehsil. Student, the whole kingdom was divided into kingdoms, and kingdoms, their number was 200. Their number was 200. The kingdom was 200. It means the whole kingdom was divided in 200 districts, and district was divided into where under the control of the governor. They gave a part of revenue to the central government and military service to the king. The tehsil, a group of villages. After tehsil, the kingdom was divided into tehsil, and tehsil was controlled over the villages. Here, the sum divided of kingdom by 200 kingdoms as the Vijayanagar empire, and ruler ruled over the kingdom by these categories. When need any meetings, he called the head of the villages, persons, and gathered the meeting in this court, and he asked the any problem of any villages. Here the gathering, organizing of the kingdom. The king was highest court of appeal, and for the criminal punishment were very severe. The land revenue was the main source of income. Land revenue source of income, source of income, source of income, only land revenue, land revenue. Student, at that time, the income of kingdom was only land revenue. The king was collected revenue by the some important persons and collect the money in the court. Now, major portion of the revenue was spent for the prosperity of the kingdom. The major part, when they collected the revenue of the villages, so the people were spent for the prosperity of the kingdom. Indian traveller Niccolo Conte and Persian traveller Abdul Razzaq, who visited Vijayanagar. Abdul Razzaq was a foreigner who visited the Vijayanagar in 1420 and 1443 respectively. So the Abdul Razzaq who visited the kingdom of Vijayanagar in two times, first time in 1420 and second time in 1443. He had praises the kingdom. The foreigner who has visited the kingdom of Vijayanagar, he praises the kingdom of its all around progress and prosperity. Student, you saw the kingdom of Vijayanagar by praises the foreigner Abdul Razzaq. And that time, what is the trade and commerce in the kingdom? Here, the great Hindu kingdom of Vijayanagar was famous for trade and commerce. One of the major reasons for in progress were the Hindu travelers, traders and scholars who had come to this kingdom. Student, the kingdom of Hindu kingdom. So here comes the Hindu traders and scholars. Textile and mining industries flourished in the Vijayanagar Empire. Textile, कपड़ा उद्योग and mining khan, where the dust, the important rocks in the mining and sent other countries to make the fort and any buildings. So, student, here two industries are flourished, only textile and mining. The craftsmen and merchants guilds played an important role in the economy of the state. Student, the craftsmen and merchants, craftsmen and merchants were the important persons in these kingdoms and who create the many crafts in the economic state. According to अब्दुल रज्जाक के अनुसार द पर्शियन ट्रेवलर अब्दुल रज्जाक was the Persian traveler. There were about 300 ports in different parts of the empire. Abdul Razzaq, who has written the important port about 300 in the empire when the Krishna Rai was the ruler of the kingdom. The most important of these on the western coast was Calicut. In these ports, the most important port was Calicut, where the western side of the India. So, it is very important port. Vijayanagar maintained trade relation with the island of the Indian Ocean, Burma, the Malaya Peninsula, China, Arabia, Persia, South Africa. In these countries, the ruler of Vijayanagar was relationship by the port, by the goods of the empire. Ships built in the Maldives were used to carry cargo over the seas. The chief export were textile, rice, iron, sugar. So they are the most important who has carries by the cargoes over the seas. The chief export were textile, rice, iron, sugar. The imports included horses, elephant, pearls, copper, Chinese, silk, etc. Students, there are export and import. Export and import horses, elephant, pearl, and export textile, rice, iron, sugar, etc. The Portuguese, who were allowed to trade in their kingdom, eventually proving to the greatest trouble makers in 1950. They seized a small port of Goa and built it up as a base for commerce and future plundering. Students, here the small port Goa was situated in the western part of India, and it was very famous for the commerce and future plundering. Here, the trade and commerce, art and architecture. Students, in this kingdom, which type of art and which type of architecture? The Vijayanagar Empire was famous for refreshment, art, culture and industries. A prominent features of Vijayanagar architecture was the addition of large pillars known as Kalmandampa to the old type of temples on the Vijayanagar. Students, in this empire there was a famous temple in this kingdom to built by the rulers. So it is very important. Kalyan Mandapa was the famous old temple. It is called the Gopurams and pillars. The finest temple of Vijayanagar in MP, which has been designed as the heritage city. The most famous among the temples are the Vithala temple. Vithala temple is very important and famous in the Vijayanagar Empire, and Virupaksh temple was also very important temple in the south in the Vijayanagar Empire. Student, here some Indian rulers were ruled in the south kingdoms, and the city of Surat, who has established in this time, the Vijayanagar times. Surat is located at the mouth of the river Tapti river, where the Surat city was situated in the Gulf of the Cambay. It is another city of India which flourished during the 14th century, and the city was founded by the Hindu Brahmin called Gopi, and Surat city was flourished by the Hindu persons. The name was Gopi in 1514. The Portuguese traveller Duarte Barbosa described it is an important port city of India. So the Surat was the important port city and described by the foreigner Barbosa. It already said as the chief port city of India during the reigns of Akbar, Jahangir and Shah Jahan. So the Surat was colonized by the king Shah Jahan, Jahangir and Akbar. And the end of the 16th century, the Portuguese were undisputed masters of the Surat was trade due to the economic importance. Surat became a major issue of trade fossils between the Dutch, the Portuguese and the East India Company. Sir Thomas Roe, the ambassador of the English King James I, succeeded in getting the trade considered from the Mughal King Jahangir for the British traders. Student, here Jahangir was the last ruler of this kingdom and he ruled over the kingdom of Vijayanagar. You see some important trade and commerce, art and architecture. The two cities, Surat and Machilipatnam, were the important cities who has flourished by the rulers in the kingdom. Student, today our video is over and I will meet you in the next video, the next chapters. Thank you very much.